We are getting some extremely worrying updates from France. Following the troubles recently, Emmanuel Macron's government have decided to go full-on authoritarian using EU powers with the consent of the European Union. They're going to be using the cyber police to create a police state by spying on French citizens. Yes, following everything that's happened over the last few days, or a week or so, the French police have decided to ask the government for more powers. This time, not to just obviously have the police patrolling the streets or actually looking and going after criminals. No, no, no. They're going to be checking people's phones and other mobile devices and everything else. And not just normally, not just your data, but they're going to have access to activate cameras, a microphone, anything that you have on you. This is getting extremely, extremely authoritarian. It's getting close to 1984 sort of situation, as George Orwell tried to warn us back then, and everybody ignored it. So, what is the actual update? We got the French politicians in French Parliament, the National Assembly, on Wednesday, yesterday. Lawmakers added to the Snoopers Charter powers to remotely activate the camera, microphone, and GPS of people's phones and also other devices. It's more important than ever now to protect your data. You might think, well, that's just in France. It's not going to come here. Of course it's going to come here. You've already seen the online safety bill. You've already seen the Snoopers Charter here. These sort of things is becoming more normalized every day because of the globalized world that we live in. Many countries continue to follow each other. We have to protect our data, and the only way you can protect yourself from this nonsense that the French police are going to be doing, and potentially maybe here in the future, is by using VPN. And we have Atlas VPN, our best partners that we have on this channel, who can protect it for you. Very simple. You just download it and you click one button, and not only your data will be protected, your email will be protected. You can have an ad blocker on your system and everything else by hiding or changing your location, so nobody in the establishment would know who you are or where you are. We have a limited offer. The link is in the description. 85% off at £1.50, only £1.50 a month, and on top of it, a 3 months extra. You could get all the benefits from it. It's very easy to use. Just check them out. Atlas VPN. The link is in the description. You get £1.50 a month. On top of it, 3 months free for your subscription. Now, let's focus on what's going on here, because I want to actually talk about why they've decided to also cover all devices, including cars, because cars are, because of technology, also have GPS and everything else in them, laptops, and any portable machine that you might have on you. So the moment the authorities just identify you as a suspect, because they choose whether you are a suspect or not, they are the ones who draw the line, then they can activate not just your GPS, as I said, but they can activate your microphone, so you can sit at home with your friends and just talking about nonsense or anything, something sensitive, and they could be listening to you. They could be turning on your camera. That's why a lot of people, including myself, we have the camera blocker thing on my laptop, so you can actually close the camera when you're not using, when you're obviously just browsing the internet, for example. It's important. You have to protect it, because it's no longer about it's just the internet, everything's fine. The virtual world and the real world, physical world, are now completely merged. It's very important to do it. So we got Macron's government who've come out to reassure us that everything will be fine, everybody will be safe. They've said we are far away from the totalitarianism of 1984, obviously the novel. People's lives will be saved. How many times have we heard this rhetoric before? People's lives will be saved, so you have to stay at home. People's lives will be saved, so don't book an appointment with the NHS. People's lives will be saved, so you have to not really criticize the government when we invade Iraq. So it's always in the name of national security, and just basically the concept of security. Because when you create fear in society, people will end up choosing security over liberty. And if you continue to have constant fear and paranoia and conflicts and crises, then security wins over liberty. And that's how you slowly take away people's freedoms. It's bad. Civil liberties must be protected. We are living in a so-called free society. We're not living in Soviet Union or Mao's China or the Islamic Republic of Iran. In those places, yeah, security comes first, even your individual security, because everything is chaotic. But civil liberties in the so-called liberal democracy must be protected. France was supposed to be the champion of liberal democracy. What happened to that revolution? What is the point of having a republic if you're going to have a tyrannical leader? This is just complete nonsensical. And I knew they were going to use the recent trouble on the streets in France as an excuse to do this. It's going to happen here as well if we're not careful. Now, I don't know what the Labour Party's official position is on this, because if Keir Starmer becomes Prime Minister, we have to ask some serious questions about that government as well as this current chaotic Tory government. Now, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget, check out the link in the description and get your Atlas VPNs immediately. £1.50 a month on top of the 3 months extra. You will be protected. You don't have to be a technophobe. Well, you could be a technophobe. Just one button and your devices will be protected forever. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Tousi, and we are the media.